She can't handle the pressure.
Careful you don't get what you asked for. He drops his left hand, Garcia, and fights the right hand in of Theophane, looping right hand. But the problem was Theophane got a little bit of that hook in. Not real solid, but it got a little bit of it in because Garcia did a little too much inviting there by dropping that left.
Teddy, remember earlier we discussed the fact that the next step as Garcia heads up is the distance fights, and he had never been past 8 rounds in his career. The 21-year-old now round number 9 against Ashley Theophane.
Garcia better stop dropping that left and fighting that right, because guess what? Theophane's taking him up on that invitation. And he's coming to dinner.
Yeah, the exact quote from his dad when he went back to the corner was, "You're letting this knucklehead back into the fight."
That right hand of Theophane has found a home.
Takes the last round on Teddy's scorecard, tightens things up here. First 3 rounds were close and competitive, and then in the 4th round, Garcia really started to separate himself with the counter and punching.
Again, when this report card's over, there'll be a few B's. I don't think there'll be any A's. Maybe an A in effort or an A in, you know, acting like a pro. Maybe an A minus, but there'll be some B's, some B minuses. But there might be an F in the jab department.
Agreed. It hasn't been there enough.
No, and he's made it a tougher fight, and I'm sure the father's probably going to agree with that.
That left hand went low. Remember, he received a warning earlier.
It's a tough spot to get a point taken away.
So he's taking a point away as ref Roberto Belez, but he did hand out the warning earlier to Danny Garcia.
He better not lose this round now. See,
Could
now
be a 10-8 round.
Well, that's what makes it interesting.
Now he's got to press it a little bit.
Yeah, does he press it and get careless? Or does he keep it tight and just get success? So far, he's been keeping it tight. So you worry when a guy at 21 years of age suddenly is told he's got to press the round, otherwise suffer a 10-8 round, that he gets careless. But so far, give him credit. He's not getting reckless. He's just getting busier. And again, I think at the end of this night, Garcia's father's going to say, where the heck was that jab? But right now, you're finding out that he behaves like a fighter. He's stepping it up.
Garcia's winning this round. No doubt about it. Much the aggressor, but the point deduction, that can be costly.
It was Christmas, and there was a wish list. I think Garcia, if you had a wish list for Garcia, I think it would be more jabs and more body work.
There comes Theophane over the top with that right hand. But a good work rate from Garcia. Point deduction at best a 9-9 round for him.
I was active.
After a low blow, point deduction, you always want to look at the replay and see if it was really low. Not a real conclusive angle there, but I think you saw enough to see that indeed it did look like it was low there. Brought up the trunks underneath of Theophane.
And referee Roberto Belez feels that he saw enough numerous times tonight. So the point deduction comes in round number 9 for the unbeaten Danny Garcia.
Looks like this round, you know, I thought Theophane found a home for the right hand a couple rounds ago. Now he's looking for the left hook. And I think it might be his undoing. Maybe he'll land it, but I think when he starts leading with those left hooks, he gives Garcia a chance for that right hand.
Yeah, Garcia has the superior hand speed. He's going to get there first. That was more of a clubbing left hand that time, and then an up jab from Theophane. Now let's look at Teddy's scorecard as it stands right here. A 9-9 last round because of the deduction, so 86-85.
Again, the counterpunching is the best thing for Garcia, and every once in a while they get that body, and you can't help but get that body if you move your hands downstairs with Theophane, because he gives it to you. You know, he covers up and he stays there. And when he covers up, those elbows come up a little bit of Theophane's, and he gives you a clean shot to that midsection. See, that right hand was set up by a jab. Not a good jab, but at least there was a jab there.
Jab to the body from Garcia. There's, there's something you just talked about with the left hand there. It was just to the center of the body. Sometimes just lower your target and see what you hit.
And again, some counterpunching a little. Garcia likes to rotate that right shoulder back when you reach in on him like that. See, he'll rotate that right shoulder back, create a little space, and then come back with the right hand to fill the space. You know, when a kid does something wrong, you make him go in school and you write, 100 times, I will not do this wrong again. Just write it on a page. I will not do that. Well, after this fight, I would make Garcia go to the gym and instead of writing that 100 times, maybe jab about 500 times. I will not be without my jab again. I will not be without my jab again.
Well, he left it in Philly. But good counter-punching, thudding shots. Final 10 seconds of the fight here.
This is a development fight for Garcia. He'll grow up a lot in this fight. He'll learn what to do and what not to do from this fight.
Well, then it served its purpose. The development of Garcia, the 21-year-old, much talked about 140-pound prospect. We will hear from the judges when we return to Friday Night Fights in El Paso, Texas. Stay with us. Haskins Center starting to fill up. They're looking forward to the main event with their local hero, Antonio Escalante. For now, they just saw Danny Garcia trying to move his mark to 16-0. CompuBox final numbers look this way. 168 landed for Garcia, 137 for the awkward Ashley Theophane. Teddy Atlas's scorecard. Keep in mind, 9th round, a point deduction, thus the 9-9. First 3 rounds were close. Garcia took over with the counter-punching in the middle rounds, finished up the 9th and the 10th stronger, 96-94. Garcia stays undefeated according to Teddy. But what do the judges here in El Paso have to say? For that, we send it up to the ring, where it appears they are still calculating things ringside, Teddy.
Well, that's never good.
We've seen a lot through the years, haven't we? And that's the one thing we can tell you.
Yeah, Garcia might have to take his shoe off.
Like an abacus? Start counting?
I mean, he might have to say to the judges, do you need it?
You need some extra digits.
You need an extra digit? I got one.
Well, they got things straight here in Texas right now. Commissioner Dickie Cole and the boys. So let's send it up to the ring announcer, Thomas Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a split decision.
See what I mean?
Judge Levi Martinez scores it 95-94 in favor of Theophane. Judge Raul Valencia scores it 95-94 in favor of Garcia. And Judge Gerardo Benzor scores it 96-94 in favor of your winner,